down to 10 seconds.
Should have just walked away.
Sorry, Amaru.
Dubbed.
Op 4, last operator standing.
What's up, guys? Today we're doing an operator guide on how to play as Denari in Operation High Stakes. Talking all about Denari, how to use his trip connectors, and how to rank up and frag out while playing as Denari. First, go to his loadout. You have the Scorpion Evo, aka LS SMG. Really damn good gun. I have a lot of playtime with this. It is a super good gun. Highly recommend using the Scorpion compared to the FMG. The fire rate is a lot lower. Damage is a little bit higher on the FMG. Mag capacity is a little bit lower. Recoil is definitely easier to use, so if you do struggle with the recoil, the FMG is not a bad gun to try and use. But I personally prefer the Scorpion. FMG is not bad. And then you have the choice between a pistol, is an average pistol, or the Glaive 12, a secondary slug shotgun that has 4 shots. I would personally prefer this because you can use this to make lines of sights and potential rotates. It's very hard to make rotates, which I'll show you guys. But this is not a gun that you are going to try to use to kill people, so it is more of a utility secondary than anything. You can try to use it to kill someone, but 4 shots, 63 damage, and it's a slug. Damage falls really high. It's hard to kill with this gun. And then you have the choice between observation blockers and deployable shield. That should be a pretty obvious one with the shield. What's crazy about Denari is you can use his ability and each individual laser is going to do 20 damage. So if you try to walk through this as an attacker, this is going to take you down a lot of health. So you can just do the math. 20, 40, 60, 80. So going through this is going to do 80 damage to me. If I try to destroy this with like gadgets or whatever, it'll just come back after a couple seconds. You can use this to instant kill people if the attackers aren't really paying attention. And if they can't find the thing to shoot, they hit the laser and then they're going to die. You can use explosives to destroy them. But let's just say you wanted to like disable the laser for like a second or two. Here's how long it's disabled. Burning the laser isn't really an option here. This gadget is one of the most creative gadgets we've had since Azami. You can do so many things with it. Like, let's say an attacker opts in, you die instantly. It will kill you outright. What's even crazier is that these gadgets will work through bullet holes. Can't see through that, but the laser, as long as there's a bullet hole, it will go through as long as it has line of sight. So you can have lasers just protruding through walls like this. Denari is actually insane with some of the stuff that he's able to do. Like just trying to get a drone through this is already going to be hard enough, having to navigate the laser path. You can't sprint through this with a shield or anything. You're going to die instantly. You have to like, as an attacker, you're gonna have to like walk up to the door, try to throw an explosive, hope it doesn't roll, or you're gonna have to walk up and shoot the lasers, basically exposing you. And as you shoot the lasers, you know, like it's gonna be hard to shoot every single laser that you have to deal with, especially while defenders can just swing you whenever they want, making him really good at just area denial and just keeping the attackers out, which is kind of the entire point. Especially if you play like this, play like elbow shield, and I just play with a slug shotgun, waiting for people to walk in. 70 damage a shot, baby. Things like this make Denari one of the most versatile ops in Siege, because getting through a laser field like this, even with a drone, is going to be incredibly annoying, let alone explosives, trying to figure out exactly how far to the left or to the right they are. I mean, and you clearly can't walk through this. If you try to walk through that, you're going to die instantaneously. Denari's ability to just shut down a single entry point is incredibly useful. It really just comes down to what you want to do with it, honestly. Versatility is insane. Like, you can just do simple ones like that. It's like a tripwire does 20 damage. They're probably gonna hit it and it's gonna hurt them a little bit and it's gonna make a lot of noise, and they're not really going to be able to move around and defend themselves very easily. Because if you do hit a wire, you do take 20 damage, and it gives you an electrifying effect like you're just got out of a frost mat, and you're going to be kind of like walking really slowly, and it's going to be hard to outmaneuver, especially when it's making noise and telling everybody that you're there. With Denari, you can find creative solutions to hold down the line and really keep the attackers out. Like, I mean,
Your
dealing
location
with
has been
this
compromised.
looks like a pain in the ass. The best counter to Denari is like having like a Twitch or a Brava that can go to different floors easily and just deal with the lasers. Trying to use explosives on them, going to be a little tricky, to a little bit annoying. The ability to make it so a place like this on labs is incredibly annoying, because like this is a default attack, and then they run into lasers that are like extremely hard to deal with. Like, you have to like peek in, aim at the lasers. You can't really throw an explosive back there. You have to aim at the lasers and deal with them like that. And like you can play like with a shield in this room. You can play with the shield like literally facing here, because not like they can really destroy it. Or like even better yet, you can place like a shield like here, reinforce the left side of the wall. So if anyone tries to peek out, you can deal with them like that. All right, enough talking. Now let's see some Denari gameplay in action. Here I'm placing them on the main door. Armory on border. Look at all those lasers. Listen closely. Amaru goes up the armory hatch into the lasers and dies instantly. The counters for this, bro, it's just Denari is definitely stopping a lot of the rush gameplay. And then even at the end of the round, you're going to see. Well, let me show you the Ying. He got frustrated, hopped in the door, and hopped in the lasers too. Both of them had full health and died instantly. All right, round on bank. You see me place 2 connectors there, making lines of sight so the lasers will spread around. Swinging out square. A lot of them are dying. We find one. I love the Scorpion, bro. Here, now we're on Consulate. Laser Labyrinth in the back. This round is actually pretty funny. Kill one that drops. I have my shield. I kill another. Taking down 2. Blackbeard's trying to shoot the connectors off. I try to fight him. Now I'm in a 1v3. He can't really walk forward because of the lasers. He tries to throw a grenade. See, like, he doesn't really even destroy that many. I think he destroyed 1, but he does down me there. But he trolls and lets me get up. And then I kill him. And they're not rushing me from the other side because the lasers are still up, slowing them down. Yes, it's easy to just shoot the connectors, but when there's an enemy there that can shoot back and shoot you, you're a little bit more scared of doing that, because then you're gonna die like that. All right, next round, we're on Cafe. Here my laser gets activated, so I know they're swinging in. I kill 1. I run over. And I find another. Here, now we're down on Cafe. He walks into a laser, gets slowed, and I hear the proximity alarm going off. Now I swing down the hallway, taking down 1 and a downed. Laser's still active. I push over. Aurora goes in, tries to plant, closes the door, but it's just not enough. Here, back on Cafe. 1v2, using his shotguns for quick line of sight, distract them. Down 1. Taking some pre-fire shots, trying to find him. I reloaded my secondary shotgun because I want to do something here. I never really use a shotgun to kill because it is tough to kill with, just for lines of sight. And I find it through the line of sight I just made. What's crazy is that no other operator can do this. Look at that laser gate on the skylight. You hop the skylight, you're dead. Probably not the most efficient use of Denari, but hey, if anything works, bro, it works. Take down 1. I swing over. Joke's down. We take her down. Trying to get a kill with the super shorty. With not the super shorty, the slug shotgun. I get to set her a mass shot there. Now I run up and basically put it in his face. Here 2v4. Really showcasing the Scorpion here. This is why I recommend using the Scorpion over the FMG. This is a gun though you can actually wipe a team with if you get good enough with it. Versus the FMG is just kind of like, it's just an okay SMG. Hear it making some holes from above. Super shorty. I hear them burn a laser because I put a laser at the top of the staircase. I hear him shooting the connectors. I swing over with a slug. It takes 2 shots out of 4. This is why this is kind of annoying to use in a fight. We do kill him with it though. There you go. This is someone else I was watching because I just was looking for decent Denari clips. He hits the Denari gate, right? He hits the laser. He is slowed. So this is an Ash 3-speed swinging him now. The slowest peak in the world, bro. And the laser comes back. Crazy. One of my favorite positions I've found with the laser so far. On labs, he hops into a laser, dies, can't really move. And here, look at all those lasers, bro. Walk in, bro. Here, we're on Clubhouse. I just have lasers set up so they can't run down the red hall. Give me deals with aggro. I get to kill there now. Ball's open now, so I do need to be careful. They are going to swing me there. I hear someone shoot one of my lasers. So now they are able to walk in now, so I'm being wary of that. And we do find him there. Now we're back on border. Finding a Deimos who's scanning me. I'm trying to find him. He uses his entire mag. We take him down. I run through the rotate I made. Laser gates are still up. Good to go. So now I'm in a 1v2 situation. My laser gate is stopping her from just sprinting at me, but Ace is on my breach, taking pot shots over the top. I know he can't rush me in a real way because of my laser gates, so he kind of swings around it. I still end up killing him. Here, she throws a drone to burn one of the lasers, so I know that she's probably trying to do something now. It's already back up, and I'm swinging out anyways. Here, Amaru. A lot of Amaru deaths. I use the secondary shotgun to make a quick line of sight just in case they walk through, and I do kill them through it. And then we find the last. So now we're on labs. Finding one on the angle. Hits my laser gate. Not really able to defend himself. And then I pick up the laser gates that were in that connector and then throw them. That's why you see that these are kind of thrown around, because they were walking into sight. I don't know if they were in IT, but they're walking into sight, so I threw them there. If they get shot, that means I know they're in IT. If they're in that site and try to walk through, I know that they can't. So I'll reposition these several times around if I'm able to. So here's another interesting thing you can do with Denari. Here I'm just using 2. Not a big deal, right? But when paired with an operator like Pulse, who has a nitro, they hop in. So now they're slow, really easy to hit with a nitro, and they're worried, and they go kaboom. All right, now we're on border again. Made some weird little circle labyrinth thing here just so I know where they're at when they're walking around vents. I'm fighting the Ash now. Take her down in a 1v3. Find the Zoph. I believe I lost that round. So here's another crazy thing I like to do. A lot of people like to rush this window when you're on this side in labs. But good luck rushing this when Denari's on the board. There's a lot of lasers to deal with. I reinforce down here so they can't just like run through the door. They can't really deal with that window. So they have to go underneath to actually deal with it. That's why it's funny. People are just saying, oh bro, just burn it or just EMP. Like, I have these lasers going all the way up to the ceiling. Like, unless you're bringing Thatcher, these EMP impacts have to be real damn precise. You have to know exactly where it's at and like nail one exactly. They're throwing grenades in and they can't deal with it. So they run downstairs because they're mad. And then another one comes downstairs. There's no point in them going down here other than trying to clear that window or deal with me when I'm down here. And then I think my teammate gets the last one here. Yeah, back on labs. I put a 2 connector on the door of Aqua. He hits it. It's going off. He finds one. Another one hits the laser again because it came back after the first one hit it. and then he hit the same laser. So only 2 connectors, and we still ended up killing him with it. Well, I actually ended up downing him with my gun and then killing him with the lasers, which is hilarious. Back on up top, let's find the fight up top while the side's downstairs. Here I have a ton of lasers at the front door just to make it a little bit harder for them to do with that shield. I'm playing around the shield. Unless you bring the right util, you end up looking like that. So here I'm just kind of holding my back line because I know I have the main door under control. Some pre-fire shots trying to find. Now we're in a 2v2 situation here. I hear him close to this door. Playing off the Aruni gate now. We find the Doke. And then the last. All right, here's the final one. Here I have just connectors on the doors and the windows. Just to let me know when they're going to go through there. They actually end up burning this one. So I swing out, taking one down. Here's another one circling around. Scorpion, baby. Hey. And we're on bank. Putting connectors on the door. So it's hard to throw things through it, as well as kill someone instantly if they try to walk through it. Never a bad thing if they get a freebie walking through the laser gate. And I go downstairs and help hold the dirt tunnel. SenVale, they can just bring Thatcher. Yeah, then bring Thatcher. You bring Thatcher, then I know you're still dealing with it, and it's only gonna be down for a little bit. And as long as I have my gun up when you're swinging through, you know. And these guys on the test server, lunatics. I don't know what they're doing half the time. And one thing I like doing is just like rearranging them in different ways so they don't really know what they're walking into. And another one repels down the skylight. I don't know what they're doing, bro. All right, that is it about how to play as Denari in Rainbow Six Siege Operation High Stakes. One of the most creative operators we've had to this day in Siege. Honestly, Denari is a ton of fun. The way that you can set up his connectors, there's no real right or wrong way. It's just, you can use them, you can space them out to, like, you know, really have a lot of control of the map. You can really deny a certain spot. There's a lot of things you can do with this operator. And for those of you saying you can just throw in an EMP or, you know, throw, you know, Iona clone through it. I had someone tell me that. The laser gates come back up after burning a single laser. It comes back up in like 5-6 seconds. So burning them with util, no. You have to destroy the gadget itself. So explosives can work, or you can just shoot them. It's not ultra difficult to just counter Denari, but when you take into account that all the other defenders are trying to kill you, you don't have the luxury of just like, oh, let me just walk in just enough and shoot the laser. There's going to be people there waiting for you to do things. Like, and even if you burn like one of the lasers, is going to be making a lot of noise, letting everyone know that you're there and doing something. So it's like a proximity alarm. It's extremely strong. Currently in the current meta, honestly, I would say Denari is an S tier operator. I don't think that anyone can really argue that against me. Maybe later, if there's a nerf or something, I would consider him A tier. But right now, he's definitely an S tier with the current meta and like how not many people are going to know how to really deal with this effectively. One of the strongest counters for me would be to use a Flores and activate it as you hop into the lasers to try to get as far as possible and try to get the connectors with the explosion. That's one way. You can use Thatcher paired with explosives because Thatcher will disable them with an EMP because the radius will be bigger. But you have to disable the gadget itself and not the lasers. So EMP impacts probably not going to work very well because you have to hit the gadget in that small radius. So Thatcher is going to be kind of the go-to. So I definitely see a lot more Thatcher players popping up because Denari is going to be kind of obnoxious to deal with. So, all right, guys, and that's it for today. Make sure to subscribe, comment, leave a like down below for more, and peace out. Let me know what you guys want to see next time. Later.